Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles. We are getting ready for NCCAA softball between the TBC Eagles and the NCCAA/NAIA Barons of Brewton-Parker College. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau and Dean Bureau back here on camera as we're ready for exciting softball action between the Eagles and the Barons. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. Temperatures at about 75 degrees as we get started. We're expecting to get in the low to mid 80s by the time we're finished later on this afternoon. TBC Eagles baseball got a win last night down at the annual Russ Matt tournament. 2-0 over NAIA Roosevelt University. Ryan Heller, the winning pitcher with 6+ scoreless innings, and Ben Van Sickle got the save. Caden Reeves got the hold. And the Eagles are playing 2 this afternoon down in the Orlando area. They're playing against Lawrence Technological University starting in about half an hour. And then they're going to play NAIA Dordt University. But right here, we have Eagles softball ready to begin. The Eagles are 4-11 on the season, 1-1 in NCCAA South Region competition. That win over Columbia International University, led by head coach Leah Bennett in her 3rd season, assisted by Shayna Reed in her 2nd season, and Kaylee Perry also in her 2nd season, and the student assistant manager Carlin Pointer also in her 2nd season. Meanwhile, the Barons from Brewton-Parker College have a record of 8 wins, 6 losses, no record yet in the NAIA Southern States Athletic Conference. A little hiccup right there. Led by head coach Pastor Madison Herron in his 5th season at the helm of the Barons, and he's assisted by Heather Smith in her 2nd season and Sadie Rustica in her 1st season. Here's the batting order for the Barons. Leading things off, playing left field will be Lexi Bradshaw. Batting 2nd at 3rd base is Chloe Strickland. The shortstop, Mackenzie Tripp, will bat 3rd. Batting cleanup, the designated player, Abby Flowers. Batting 5th and playing 1st base is Jocelyn Witten. The catcher, Alexi Mays, will bat 6th. Olivia Witt, playing 2nd base, will bat 7th. Batting 8th in right field will be Erica Yatabi. And batting 9th in center field is Abby Cox. Doing the pitching, but not in the batting order, Natalie Hardy, who is also listed as the flex player. And the ball game is just about ready to begin. In fact, it's beginning right now. Lana Fletcher on the mound for the Eagles, and we are underway with a first pitch bunt attempt pulled back in time. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. Lexi Bradshaw at the plate. Batting .387, no homers, 5 RBIs. She's also drawn 5 walks. Crystal Haynes at 3rd. Tiana Hopkins at 1st. Those corner infielders pulled in. And Fletcher gets the outside corner for the strike. Katie Gooden is at shortstop. Jordan Hartung playing 2nd base. The right fielder is Morgan Wells. Playing center field, Elizabeth Rodriguez, and Kate Wilhoff is in left for the Eagles with Brittany Fry behind the plate. The 1-1 from Fletcher is tapped towards Hopkins. Hartung will cover to throw to 1st in time. Almost pulled Hartung off the bag, but the Eagles get the out. So Fletcher gets the first hitter that she faces, and it brings up 3rd baseman Chloe Strickland. And Strickland batting .279 on the season. No homers, but 7 runs driven in. Barons have hit 7 homers overall. Abby Flowers has 4 of them herself. First pitch misses down a little bit low to Chloe Strickland. 1 ball, no strikes. Lana Fletcher's 3-5 on the season with a .357 earned run average. This is her 9th appearance, all starts. She has completed 8 so far, or rather 7 of her 8 starts so far. That one misses down low, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. One of those starts, a complete game shutout victory. 51 innings pitched. Fletcher's allowed 62 hits, 41 runs, but only 26 earned. She has walked 28 and struck out 20. Ball 3 misses low, And Strickland well ahead in the count. Give a shout out to our good friend, Prince Board, former women's soccer coach here at Trinity Baptist College, now doing the same at Brewton-Parker College and sharing in the SID duties as well. Ball 4 to Strickland. She's aboard with 1 out. And it brings up third baseman Mackenzie Tripp, or rather Tripp the shortstop. She's hitting .211. She has homered twice and driven in 9 runs. Barons have scored 64 runs in 14 games. First pitch from Fletcher, low and outside, snap throw, but the runner is back in time. So 1 ball, no strikes. Not much wind at all. What little bit we have is blowing across from the right field corner toward the left field corner. So a well-hit ball pulled by a right-handed hitter towards left field might get a little bit of assistance. Again, it's not all that hard. It does gust at times up to around 12 miles per hour. 1 ball, 1 strike on Mackenzie Tripp. She's on base at .340, and Tripp is also slugging .421. Here's the 1-1, bunt shown, the ball is in the dirt, and Strickland will be at second base. She was going on the pitch, so that will count as a stolen base. Actually, that's ball 4 to Mackenzie Tripp, so no stolen base. It goes down as a walk. Abby Flowers, a designated player, has 4 home runs on the season. She's batting .441, slugging .882. And she has 2 runners on base. And the first pitch changeup is in there for a strike. On base percentage of .486 as well. She is 15 for 34 on the season. She's also hit 3 doubles. So good contact and good power at the plate. Flowers has struck out only 1 time this entire season. 14 games coming into today's play. The 0-1, she shows bunt. Haynes will field and throw to first, and the number 4 hitter dropping down the sacrifice bunt. The Eagles do get the out at first. There are 2 away for the first baseman, Jocelyn Witten. She is hitting .143. 3 for 21 on the season. One of those hits a double. Witten has driven in 2 runs. Surprised to have your number 4 hitter, who's slugging so well, pull down the bunt. There's a fly ball into left, right at Kate Wilhoff, and she'll put that one away. Barons may have helped out the Eagles with that sacrifice bunt, and Fletcher gets out of the inning. 2 walks, no hits, 2 left on base, and after a half inning of play, we have no score. And we'll go ahead and give you the Trinity Baptist batting order here in game number 1. Leading off will be the first baseman, Tiana Hopkins. Katie Gooden, the shortstop, will bat second. Crystal Haynes bats third. She's playing third base. Alicia Dial is a designated player and the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth in right field is Morgan Wells. Kate Wilhoff, who just made that catch in left, will bat sixth. Brittany Fry is the catcher. She's batting seventh. And batting eighth at second base is Jordan Hartung, and Lena Fletcher is on the mound batting ninth. Not in the batting order, the flex player Elizabeth Rodriguez is in center field. Yep, I might have had another little mistake right there. Morgan Wells is listed as the catcher with Brittany Fry in right field for the TBC Eagles. That one catches me by surprise as well. Brittany Fry, very good catcher behind the plate, but getting out there in right field, and Morgan Wells getting a chance to catch Lana Fletcher here in game number 1. Pitching for the Brewton-Parker College Barons, number 26, senior Natalie Hardy. She's 5-2 on the season, with an ERA of 2.68. She has pitched 47 total innings, allowing 58 hits, 20 runs, 18 of those earned. Hardy has walked 4 and struck out 25. Lexi Bradshaw is playing left field. Abby Cox is in center. Erica Yatabe in right. Around the infield is Chloe Strickland at third base. Mackenzie Tripp, the shortstop. Olivia Witt playing second. Jocelyn Witten at first, and behind the plate, Lexi Mays. Tiana Hopkins steps in for the TBC Eagles. She's a leadoff hitter, batting .225, 2 home runs, and 10 runs driven in, and she takes the first pitch for a strike. We've seen Hopkins bat third, fourth, first a couple of nights ago, and then first again here in game number 1 of this Saturday afternoon doubleheader. Swing and a foul back, and the count, no balls and 2 strikes. So Natalie Hardy getting ahead of the leadoff hitter. And the 0-2, and a changeup taken. That one dipped a little too soon, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hardy's still well ahead in the count, and here comes the 1-2, and a fastball that kind of tailed away from the right-hand hitter, but a little bit too much. And Hopkins evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2, and this one is pulled foul down the left field line. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hello to Peggy Wells cheering on the TBC Eagles. Hopkins, a leadoff hitter, stepping back in with a count of 2-2, and Hardy winds and delivers. Change up. Hopkins waits on it and hits off the first baseman, but she's going to pick it up, and Witten will apply the tag for the out. Ball took a funny hop on Witten, but she got her body in front of the ball, knocked the ball down, and was able to keep it in front and get the out. So 1 out for the shortstop, Katie Gooden. She's been batting third recently, moving up to the number 2 spot with Crystal Haynes due up next. Gooden, the left-hand hitter, taps down a bunt. This one is foul, unfortunately, because she had to throw Beaton, and now they're saying that was a fair ball. Initial call looked like he was saying foul, and Gooden, hustling all the way, has herself an infield single. I thought for sure the umpire behind the plate called foul. So 1 out with very good speed at first base for third baseman Crystal Haynes. And the first pitch, and a high pop-up to the shortstop. And Tripp is right there to make the catch for out number 2. I do know the name of the base umpire, Meg Mahalik. So she's out there on the base paths and will very likely get behind the plate for game number 2. Right now, Alicia Dial at the plate for the TBC Eagles. And the first pitch off the end of the bat. Tripp will pick this one up and throw to first in time. So the last 2 outs on 2 pitches. Katie Gooden gets an infield single, but the Eagles could not advance her. And after 1, we have no score. We had a very quick first inning. Less than 10 minutes in, and we're already in the top of the second for the catcher, Lexi Mays, leading things off for the Barons. And the first pitch from Lana Fletcher swung on and fouled off right in front of Morgan Wells, who is behind the plate for game one. Coach Bennett fooled me on that one. I wrote it down correctly, but then thought I had mistakes, but it is Morgan Wells doing the catching. Lexi Mays is hitting .278, no homers, 4 RBIs, and that one slipped out of Fletcher's hands and into the ground for ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Mays has also drawn a couple of walks. These Barons put the ball in play. Very few strikeouts on the team. Only 44 of them through 14 games. That's a terrific ratio. Here's the 1-1. And this one misses outside on the changeup. 2 balls and a strike. Fletcher takes a long look in and is now ready with the 2-1. Little tapper up into the air, bounces in front of Hartung, and that's going to be an infield single. Both Gooden and Hartung making good efforts. That ball had a little top spin and hit the ground, and Mays is aboard with a base hit. They would not have had her at first anyway. She hustled on down the line. So the leadoff hitter aboard for second baseman Olivia Witt, who is batting .219. No homers, 5 runs driven in. So nobody out with that runner at first. Fletcher winds, a bunt shown, and this one is fouled off. Coach Madison Herron showing that he will drop down the sacrifice bunt. He had his cleanup hitter and big bopper, Abby Flowers, put down a sacrifice bunt. That may have actually helped the Eagles get out of the inning as the next hitter flew out to center. That ended the inning. So no balls and a strike to Witt, and she tries to bunt again and fouls this one off. Tiana Hopkins charging in with Hartung covering first, and Hopkins was right on top of that one, and the ball hit the ground and did a little backpedal into foul territory. So no balls and 2 strikes. Witt steps back in. Fletcher, another long look, and now she is ready. And the 0-2, fastball up and away. Wells came up ready to fire. Mays back to the bag, and it's 1-2. Eagles will be downtown Monday afternoon taking on NCAA Division II Edward Waters University at 2 p.m. Here's the 1-2 and a high pop-up on the infield. Katie Gooden battling the sun, and she makes the catch. There are some clouds overhead, but there is a lot of bright blue sky as well, and that sun beating down on the field can make it tough on the fielders on a high pop-up like we just saw. So 1 out. Erica Yatabe, the right fielder, steps into the box. She is hitting .250 on the season, 5 for 20, no homers, 1 run batted in. The left-handed hitter takes the first pitch low and outside for ball 1. No balls and a strike. Mays, the runner at first. She gets a good lead once the ball leaves a pitcher's hand. Count is 1-1. Mays has 1 steal. She hasn't been caught yet. And the 1-1, a high pop-up just behind the infield. Wilhoff charges in, makes the catch just a little bit onto the grass, and there are 2 outs. After the leadoff single, Fletcher has gotten 2 pop-ups to the left side. Brings up center fielder Abby Cox, who is at .219. No homers, 9 RBIs. She does have a triple and 5 walks. So she's been on base at a .324 clip. And this pitch misses up and away. The Barons' leading base stealer is Alexis Bradshaw with 13 out of 15. Fletcher kept her off the base pass to start the ball game, but she's in the on-deck circle now. 1 ball, no strikes, and a good fastball right down the middle. Count now 1-1. Thank you to Jamie Bird. We have a little makeshift press box, so Dean and I are inside for this ball game out of the heat. It's going to get a lot warmer out there this afternoon. Here's the 1-1, and this one misses low. 2 balls and a strike. It's beautiful, as you can see on your screen, but it's going to get warmer and warmer. We're at that time of the year where we're running the air conditioners in the daytime and the heaters at night. Love that crazy Florida weather. Fletcher ready with the 2-1, and this one hits the batter, and Cox is aboard with 2 outs to bring up Lexi Bradshaw. Mays will advance to second. Fletcher does have 2 outs, and Bradshaw nothing out of 1, a ground ball to second to start the ball game. Eagles have a force at any of the 3 bags. And Fletcher's first pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. Now we are a little bit further back than usual, so it's a little tougher to hear the umpire. Normally the softball umpires will call vocally and then give the motion with the right arm a moment later. And there's a changeup right down the middle for strike 2. Bradshaw wanted a fastball. Fletcher changed that speed very well, and she's well ahead now. No balls and 2 strikes. One strike from getting out of the inning, and there it is on a swing and a miss at a fastball just off the outside corner. And Fletcher gets her first strikeout of the afternoon and strands 2 more. After an inning and a half, we have no score. No score as we start the bottom of the second. The Brewton-Parker College Barons 8-6. They have won their last 4 in a row. They swept Cleary University in a doubleheader, then Payne College to win their last 4 games in a row. Morgan Wells leads off, pokes this one down the left field line. That's a base hit, and Wells will put on the brakes after a big turn around first. And the Eagles have their second hit of the afternoon. First ball swinging, and Morgan Wells is aboard. Wells came in hitting 194. She's on base with nobody out for the left fielder, Kate Wilhoff. She's at 250 on the season, 2 runs driven in. Wells, pretty good speed at first. Wilhoff, we know, can run very well. And the first pitch, this one is outside for ball 1. Eagles had 20 hits in Thursday's doubleheader against Kaiser. Kaiser, though, played terrific defense, kept the Eagles from pushing off too many runs. They got the out at first, then the try for the double play as well as went a little too far, but she was able to get back in time. Sacrifice bunt for Kate Wilhoff. She does her job, moves Wells into scoring position, and brings up right fielder Brittany Fry, who is hitting .333, 1 homer, 2 RBIs. She is 12 for 36 on the season. High pop up on the infield, right to Tripp, and she's there for the out. Eagles are swinging early in the count, and there are 2 away. So 2 outs. Natalie Hardy, the senior from Dallas, Georgia, ready with her first pitch to the next hitter. That is taken for a strike. Jordan Hartung, the Eagles' second baseman, in at the plate. 171 on the season, 1 run driven in. She has drawn 7 walks. And pitch on the way, a change of pace, and Hartung out in front, and the count is no balls, 2 strikes. So no balls, 2 strikes, and Hartung takes one low and away. So the count is 1-2. There's a ground ball towards second, and that gets through, and the Eagles are going to get their first run. Gets by the center fielder, and Hartung is pulling into second base. That's going to be an error on the second baseman to allow Hartung to reach. No RBI credited, and then an error on the center fielder, letting Hartung advance to second. Morgan Wells scores. The leadoff single is cashed in, and the Eagles lead 1-0 on the unearned run. Brings up pitcher Lana Fletcher. And the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Witt was waiting for the hop. That did not happen. The ball stayed on the ground. Eagles catch a break and lead 1-0. Fletcher swings and misses, and she's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Hardy trying to make sure only the 1 run scores. Top of the order would be next. The 0-2 to Fletcher, misses well outside. Purpose pitch from Hardy, trying to get Fletcher to chase. So it's 1-2. And the pitch. Fletcher started to flinch, held up in time, and took one low and outside. Lana Fletcher is nothing out of 3 on the season. Usually when she pitches, she doesn't hit. Ball 3 misses low, and Fletcher, a good eye at the plate after falling behind, strikes on the first 2 pitches. Be great to get Hopkins up there with a couple on. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Ground ball towards third, scooped, fielded cleanly, and the throw to first is in time to end the inning. The Eagles get an unearned run on 1 hit and leave 1. After 2, TBC 1, Brewton-Parker 0. 1-0 Eagles after 2, an unearned run in the bottom of the second. But as I always say, it's on the board. After today, Brewton-Parker College is home against Point University on Tuesday, March 8th, a 1 p.m. start time. That's a doubleheader, as most college softball matchups are. Then conference play begins for the Barons, March 11th at the University of Mobile. This is the NAIA Southern States Athletic Conference. March 12th, next Saturday at 1 p.m. at William Carey University. Then Brewton-Parker is at Faulkner University on the 18th and Talladega College on the 19th. Those are all conference games. Trinity Baptist will be at Edward Waters University this coming Monday. Then their next two matchups are home doubleheaders. It's going to be a while, though. Voorhees College on March 18th and Miami University Hamilton from Ohio on March 19th. Fletcher gets a first pitch pop up. Katie Gooden couldn't see it. And now we have a runner on her way to second. That is Strickland. And as we said a little while ago, fielders looking right into the sun. That's going to go down as a double for Chloe Strickland. Well, Fletcher made the pitch, got the pop-up. Gooden looking right into the sun. Could not find it, and the ball bounced away from her. Strickland took advantage and has herself an unusual infield double. Mackenzie Tripp, the shortstop, at the plate, and the first pitch is low and inside for ball one. Well, Eagles got a break in the bottom of the second, and now Brewton-Parker gets a big break to lead off the third. So 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Bunt shown, pulled back, runner trying to steal third, nobody covering, and the throw goes into left field. Fortunately, Kate Wilhoff is backing up the throw. That will go as a stolen base for Strickland. She's at third with nobody out. And a count of 2 balls, no strikes on Mackenzie Tripp. Crystal Haynes was pulled in on the bunt. That might have been all by design to get that runner to third with nobody out. Swing and a miss by Tripp. And the count is now 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. Fletcher ready, and the pitch. Pulled hard but foul down the left side, and it's 2-2. I'm guessing that play was by design, knowing that Haynes was pulled way in on the bunt. Made it easy for Strickland to take third base. Gooden and Hartung playing back. They'll get the out at first. Corner infielders in tight. Here's a 2-2, and this one tapped foul toward the Eagles' dugout. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. That bloop double, the third hit for the Barons. Runner at third, nobody out. Here's a 2-2. And this one hits the batter to put runners at the corners. That's a second batter that Fletcher has hit. And first and third, nobody out for Abby Flowers. No official at bat. She put down a sacrifice bunt in the first. Flowers, according to their statistics, has been the most dangerous Barons hitter. .441, 4 homers, 11 RBIs, and 3 doubles. Good opportunity to at least tie the game for Flowers. Runner at third, nobody out, someone else at first. She shows bunt. The throw's going to go to third, and a stolen base for Mackenzie Tripp. Wells trying to catch Strickland off third base. Strickland beat the tag, and there are 2 now in scoring position. Flowers showed bunt, pulled back, another design play. Now she's swinging away, and a good changeup by Fletcher had the hitter way out in front. No balls, 2 strikes. Fletcher has changed speeds really well through the first 2+ innings. The 0-2, a big pitch, and misses upstairs for ball 1. Flowers not biting at the high fastball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a pitch on the way, a changeup missed outside. Looked like Fletcher was trying to get Flowers to be a little too eager and go after that one off the plate. Flowers, though, only 1 strikeout this season. Apparently doesn't chase too many pitches off the plate. Here's a 2-2, and she turned on that one. It was well inside, and she yanked it way out of play. That had home run distance. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fletcher a long look in. Wells puts down the sign. Now the 2-2. This one is tapped towards third. Haynes will throw to first. They get the out. A runner coming to the plate. The throw not in time. Another runner trying to take third. She is out. A run scores, but the Eagles get a double play. That's going to go as a 5-3-2-6 double play. A run scores, an RBI added to Abby Flowers. Eagles do get 2 outs. There are bases empty now for Jocelyn Witten. And the first pitch from Fletcher is low and inside. We're tied at 1. Mackenzie Tripp was cut down at third. Good defense by the Eagles. Katie Gooden covering third, recognizing the potential play, and she was able to slap down the tag. Again, the run scores. Credit Flowers with an RBI. More importantly for the Eagles, though, they now have 2 outs with the bases empty. So a ball and a strike to Witten. And the pitch, high fly ball towards left. Wilhoff camps under it, looks up into the sun and makes the catch, and that ends the inning. For the Barons, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the third, all tied at 1. Each team scored a run in its last at-bat, so we're tied at 1, and Trinity Baptist will send the top of the order to the plate to start the bottom half of the third inning. Tiana Hopkins, Katie Gooden, and Crystal Haynes. First pitch to Hopkins is a strike. She grounded out to the first baseman her first time up. Eagles turned the double play. Barons did get the tying run on that play, and it's 1-1. This one grounded back to the box. Hardy fields underhand flip and almost threw that one away. Jocelyn Witten with the scoop, and there's one away. Katie Gooden beat out an infield single her first time up. She tapped one right in front of the plate that I thought was foul, and she beat the throw by plenty. That one, generous outside corner for strike one. No balls, one strike, one out, bases empty. Eagles batting in the bottom of the third of a 1-1 tie, and that one misses low and away. Katie Gooden came in hitting 186. She's 1 for 1 so far. She's drawn 4 walks. Here is the pitch, and she slaps this one into center field, and that's a base hit for Katie Gooden. And Katie Gooden put a charge into that one and smacked it into center field. Her second hit of the day, 3rd overall for the Eagles, and it brings up Crystal Haynes, the third baseman, who started that 5-3-2-6 double play. Line drive caught, and that's going to be a double play to end the inning. Haynes hit that one hard. Gooden, a little hard to judge from her spot, took a step towards second, and that made it an easy unassisted double play for Jocelyn Witten. Eagles get a base hit, but nothing else. And after 3, we're tied at 1. Tied at 1, heading to the top of the 4th. Lexi Mays, Olivia Witt, and Erica Yatabe are the scheduled hitters. There was nothing Katie Gooden could do on that line drive. Crystal Haynes hit it very hard right at Witten at first. That was just an easy double play for Witten. Made the catch, stepped on the bag. Gooden made the dive, actually a little closer than it might have looked at first. 1 ball, no strikes. Mays is 1 for 1, beat out an infield single her first time up. It was a pop-up that dropped right between the 2 middle infielders. It wasn't hit all that high. Both of them made a good effort, but just couldn't reach it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lana Fletcher, 3 innings. She's gotten into and out of trouble. There's a fly ball into center right at Rodriguez, who is very sure-handed out there, and that's the first out. Fletcher, 1 earned run on 3 hits. She has walked 2 and struck out 1 in what is now 3 1/3 innings. Second baseman Olivia Witt at the plate, popped up to the shortstop her first time up. 3 innings went by very quickly. At bottom of the 3rd, the fastest of any half inning. First pitch missed low for ball 1. Beautiful Saturday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. Temperatures right around 80, 81 degrees. Winds picked up a little bit, blowing out towards the left field corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trying to get updates from the Russ Matt baseball game, unable to do so far. Here's a 1-1 from Fletcher. Line drive knocked down by Haynes, but she will not have a play. That ball knuckled on her and hit off her glove. She's a little frustrated with herself. That's going to be a base hit. Putting Olivia Witt aboard, hit number 4 for the Barons. Brings up Erica Yatabe, 0 for 1, a fly ball to left, her first time up. 1 out with the runner at first. Runner's on the move. Wells' throw knocked down by Gooden and kept on the infield. So a stolen base for Witt puts her in scoring position with 1 out. Barons showing bunt quite often and taking off. With Morgan Wells behind the plate, she hasn't caught much this season. Brittany Fry and Crystal Haynes have done the bulk of it. They both have terrific arms. Wells can throw too, just a little less experience. There's a fly ball to left. Wilhoff playing shallow is able to make the catch, and there are 2 away. Abby Cox, the number 9 hitter at the plate. No official at bat. She drew a walk in the 2nd inning. 2 outs, runner at second, 1-1 tie with the Barons batting in the top of the 4th. Fletcher winds and delivers, and a fastball misses high for ball 1. Hey, let us know you're watching. Drop a comment like Miss Peggy Wells did. I love seeing those names up there. Barons fans, you're welcome to let us know you're watching as well. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch, high pop-up. This one is going to get over the net and into the bleachers, almost where we normally set up. We're inside today. There's a small building right behind the bleachers that we're able to open up. Dean and me taking advantage of a chance to get out of what's going to be a warm afternoon. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Abby Cox at the plate. Fletcher delivers a changeup, tried to get the hitter to chase. Cox, though, didn't bite. Now Fletcher ready. And that one misses just off the outside corner. And it's 3-1. Lexi Bradshaw, the leadoff hitter, is in the on-deck circle. Fletcher trying to get this batter and worry about Bradshaw next inning. Here's a 3-1, and the changeup is in there for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Wouldn't be a bad idea to throw that pitch again. Fletcher ready with the payoff pitch. Fastball turned on and driven into left. Wilhoff comes up ready to fire. The throw is cut off. That's going to be a single for Cox, putting runners at the corners. Credit Kate Wilhoff charging in and making a good cutoff throw right where she needed to make it. And Crystal Haynes did her job getting into position. Hit number 5 for the Barons, and Fletcher at this point has not allowed that run to score and has a chance if she can get Bradshaw to get out of the inning. Bradshaw, nothing out of 2 so far. Ground ball and a strikeout. Fletcher ready with the first pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Wells, and everybody stays put. This is the first time I've seen Morgan Wells behind the plate this season. Saw her there quite a bit last season. 1 ball, no strikes. Fletcher winds and delivers. Runners going. This one is popped up. Hopkins is going to make the catch. Fletcher had a little trouble seeing it, but Hopkins on the dive retires aside. Tiana Hopkins doing her job, getting inside the circle, and that ends the inning. Again, the Barons leave 2 base runners without scoring, and we go to the bottom of the 4th, tied at 1. Excellent diving catch by Tiana Hopkins. Not just the catch itself, but the presence of mind of realizing her pitcher lost that ball in the sun. Hopkins was able to recoup, make the catch, and send this game to the bottom of the 4th, still tied at 1. Alicia Dial will start things off. She's followed by Morgan Wells and Kate Wilhoff. And if the inning continues long enough, Brittany Fry, Jordan Hartung, and Lana Fletcher. Dial is 0 for 1, a ground ball to short, her first time up. Facing Natalie Hardy, and the pitch. This one is just a little bit outside. Hardy, 3 innings, 1 unearned run. 3 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. And the pitch to Dial. This one just a little bit outside. Again, it's hard to hear the home plate umpire. So on a close pitch, I'm waiting to see if that right hand comes up a moment later. 2 balls, no strikes to Dial. And the pitch, this one low and inside. No, caught in the inside corner. Dial had a good night Thursday. A couple of hits in each ball game against Kaiser University. The 2-1. This one hit hard but pulled foul. And it's 2-2. Dial also did some terrific base running as well. She got a base hit, hustled into scoring position on the next play, ended up at 3rd, and then beat out a sacrifice fly to score a run for the Eagles. The 2-2. This one foul tipped, and Dial is able to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alicia Dial came in hitting .348 with 5 runs driven in. Count of 2-2. Hardy is ready, and the pitch. Hot shot into right field. The throw to first will not be in time, and Dial has herself a base hit. That is hit number 4 for the Eagles. They have a runner at first, nobody out. Morgan Wells at the plate. Wells is 1 for 1, singled and scored in the 2nd. And we're going to have a pinch runner for Alicia Dial. Amber Weiss heads out to first. Dial is a designated player. With her hot bat, I'm sure we'll see her back at the plate before this one's over. Amber Weiss takes over as the pinch runner. Wells waiting to take her hacks. Came in hitting .194. got a base hit her first time up. That started the second inning. Ended up scoring on the ball that got through two Barons defenders. Wells a chance to at least put Weiss into scoring position. We'll see what Coach Bennett has in mind. Bunt shown, bunt put down, but foul. No balls and a strike. Weiss runs pretty well. She hasn't tried to steal a base yet, but she can scoot. Hardy delivers the 0-1. This one is down. It's a fair ball. The throw to first is in time. Weiss is going to try to take third, and she is safe. Credit Morgan Wells with a sacrifice. They get the out at first. Weiss never hesitated. We told you she can move, and with Strickland charging in to field the bunt, third base was wide open. Now the umpire, they're going to talk things over. Not sure what their discussion was about. So all that goes for naught. They ended up calling that a foul ball. So this is why we use pencil. Erase all that out of the book and put Weiss back at first. And Wells back at the plate with a count of no balls, 2 strikes. That could be a tough break for the Eagles. They got together, though, to make sure the call was right. Here's the 0-2. Wells pulls this one just foul. Against Kaiser on Thursday, the Eagles did that all night long. They hit rockets down that left field line, unfortunately to the left of that white stripe. Still no balls, 2 strikes. Hardy delivers, and another one pulled foul. Well, maybe this could work in both Wells and the Eagles' favor, giving her another chance to swing the bat. Counts no balls, 2 strikes. Hardy is ready, and the pitch. Another one pulled foul. Wilhoff on deck, followed by Fry. Well, if nothing else, Wells is making Hardy work. Another count of 0-2, and the pitch misses upstairs. Weiss is getting herself a really good lead off first base. Count of 1-2. Hardy takes a long look. Now she is ready and time called. Wells didn't want to wait anymore. Here comes the 1-2. Another foul ball. Wells just did get a piece of it. She's telling herself, stay back. She might have chased one off the plate that time. Close pitch, though. Have to protect that plate. Morgan Wells just loves to play ball. Here's a 1-2. Change up, line drive caught, the throw to first in time, and that's a second line drive double play the Eagles have hit into in back-to-back innings, and that takes the runner off the base pass, and that ball was hit about as hard as it could be hit. Eagles having some tough luck, hitting some line drives, getting turned into double plays, and now time called by the first base umpire. Kate Wilhoff, no official at-bat, laid down a sacrifice bunt in the second. That led to the Eagles' run. Put Wells in scoring position, and she ended up crossing the plate. First pitch to Wilhoff, and she taps this one foul. This entire week, Monday against Ave Maria, Thursday against Kaiser, and a few times already this afternoon against Brewton-Parker, Eagles have hit the ball very well, only to have it go right into somebody's glove. That one misses low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kate Wilhoff. 250 coming in, 250 now after the sack bunt. And the 1-1. And she taps this one towards second. It's going to be close at first, but they get the out, and that ends the inning. A leadoff single by Alicia Dial, but another line drive double play. So 3 batters that Hardy faces, and after 4, we're tied at 1. Top of the 5th, all tied at 1, and another double play turned by the Barons defense on a hard line drive. This one off the bat of Morgan Wells. Well, Wells had put down what looked like a bunt that moved a runner from first to third with 1 out. Umpires talked, determined that was a foul ball, and then the double play followed. So tough luck for the Eagles. They're swinging the bats pretty well, but they keep finding Barons gloves. Fletcher's first pitch. That's on the inside corner to Chloe Strickland, the third baseman. She has walked, doubled, stolen a base, and scored a run. That double was a pop-up to the infield, lost in the sun, and she was able to scamper into second. No balls and a strike, and that one hits the dirt, and the count is even. Strickland then stole third and came in on that double play that the Eagles turned, but that was a game-tying run. Ball and a strike. Fletcher ready and the pitch. Good fastball. Got the outside corner, and it's 1-2. I heard the umpire that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, the wind has picked up as you see Old Glory pointing towards the left field corner. And this one slipped out of Fletcher's hands. We started at about 75 degrees. Beautiful sunshine. Warmed up a little bit, closer to 78. Approached 80, and there's a chopper towards third. Haynes fields, throws to first in time, and there's 1 away. Eagles are playing terrific defense themselves. Got a little closer to 80 and then cooled off, still in the high 70s. If you're in the area and you want to see some exciting softball, come on over to 800 Hammond Boulevard. Head pastor of Trinity Baptist Church, Dr. Tom Messer. 1 out, base is empty, and the first pitch misses inside. Of course, we also have our Oakleaf location at Enterprise Learning Academy on Old Middleburg Road. And very, very soon, the new Mandarin location on San Jose Boulevard. 1 ball, no strikes, and a good fastball right by the hitter. Count now 1-1. Trinity Baptist Church slated to take full ownership of the new Mandarin location right around Easter time. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. Barons batting in the top of the 5th of a 1-1 tie. Fletcher ready and the pitch. Hard ground ball into left field. That's a base hit. Wilhoff will get the ball back in quickly. That's the first hit for Mackenzie Tripp, but the third time she's been on base. She has also walked and been hit by a pitch. Hit number 6 overall for the Barons, and it brings up cleanup hitter Abby Flowers. Nothing out of 1, but she brought in a run on that double play. She gets credit for the RBI because it was not a routine 6-4-3 type. The run scored after the first out, and then they got the tag out at third. So she does get credit for the run batted in. That was a 5-3-2-6 double play. She has a runner at first, 1 out. Mackenzie Tripp just got the base hit into left. She's on the move. A line drive towards center. Rodriguez will make the catch. She has a good arm to throw to first. Double play. Well, the Eagles turn the tables on the Barons and get a line drive double play. We've seen Elizabeth Rodriguez throw out base runners for the past season and a half, so no surprise for us. And that retires a side. A 1-out single, but then the double play erases the bases, and we go to the bottom of the 5th, all tied at 1. We've seen 3 line drives, double plays, 2 turned by the Barons defense, and that terrific throw from center field from Elizabeth Rodriguez. Not the first time she has thrown out base runners. That championship tournament last season, she had 3 outfield assists. And the Eagles come to bat in the bottom of the 5th, tied at 1. Mr. Alistair Dial letting us know he's watching. Thank you for checking us out here on the live feed. Brittany Fry, Jordan Hartung, Lana Fletcher. Bottom 3rd of the batting order for the Eagles. And if they keep the inning alive, Hopkins, Gooden, and Haynes would bat next. Fry is nothing for 1. Pop up to the shortstop, her first time up. Natalie Hardy delivers. And the first pitch on the inside corner for the strike. Hardy, 4 innings pitched, 1 unearned run. 4 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. And Fry takes this one outside to even the count. Fry came in hitting .333, 1 homer, 2 runs driven in. She's also drawn 6 walks. Eagles trying to get something going here in the 5th and regain the lead. That one hit hard but pulled foul. Trinity scored first with that run in the bottom of the 2nd. Brewton-Parker came back to tie it in the 3rd. Pitchers and defensive duel as well. Both pitchers making good pitches when needed and getting help from the defense. The 1-2 to Fry. Hard ground ball into left field, and the Eagles have a leadoff single. Fry is aboard. Jordan Hartung steps up to the plate. Hit number 5 for Trinity Baptist. And Coach Bennett wants to have a chat with Fry, wondering if she might have tweaked an ankle or something running down the first baseline. Fry says she's okay. That is a player that the Eagles do not want to lose for even the shortest length of time. Eagles are without Lexi Skirtis already. So nobody out. Fry at first. Jordan Hartung at the plate. She's 0 for 1, but she reached on an error that led to Morgan Wells crossing the plate in the second inning. And the first pitch to Hartung on the inside corner, a very generous inside corner for a strike. Hartung doesn't chase too many pitches off the plate. She has walked 7 times. No balls and a strike. There's a chopper towards third. Nobody covering second, so that's going to keep the double play from happening, but they do get the lead runner. Witt was late getting to the bag. She was pulled over toward first. Fielder's choice, putting Hartung at first, and 5-4 on the putout. That's a break for the Eagles. Kept Brewton-Parker from trying to turn 2. Lana Fletcher at the plate. Ground ball to third, her first time up. And the first pitch on the inside corner. We've seen the umpires all week long extend both edges of the plate. And this one is in the dirt for ball 1. Pitchers have been getting a little bit off both the inside and outside corners, regardless of left-handed or right-handed hitters. There's one back to the box. Hardy will flip to first. Hartung moves to second. She's in scoring position now for Tiana Hopkins. Ball really not hit all that hard, so Hardy made the correct decision to get the out at first. Hartung, decent speed at second. Hopkins at the plate. And she takes one off that wide inside corner for a strike. Well, credit the pitchers. They know what they're getting, and they keep going there and getting the call. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Hopkins takes it low for ball 1. A lot of room on the ground up the middle, and a whole lot of room in right center for Hopkins. A ball and a strike and a pitch. And this one a little too far inside, and it's 2-1. Hopkins had 3 extra base hits in game 1 on Thursday against Kaiser. Here's a 2-1. Line drive into center field. That was hit really hard. Hartung has to stop at second. Abby Cox was playing shallow, and that ball got to her in a hurry, so Hartung did the wise thing and held up at third. Another case of a ball hit too hard, but a base hit for Hopkins, number 6 for the Eagles. Hartung at third, Hopkins at first, Katie Gooden at the plate. She's 2 for 2. A little tapper in front of the plate, and then a good solid drive into center. 2 outs, runner at third, runner at first. And this one misses outside. I'd like to see her pop one right back up the middle again. Hopkins runs very well. She's at first. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. This one tapped down. Chance to beat it out. The throw to first will not be made. A run scores. And Gooden heading on into second. It looked like play had stopped. And now Coach Herron wants an explanation of that play. Well, if it stands, that's an RBI single for Katie Gooden, and she takes second base when nobody's paying attention. I'm looking at the monitor, the YouTube, about 30 seconds behind. I didn't see any reason for a stop and play. The 2 umpires are going to talk now. If it stands, it's second and third with 2 outs and a run in. Waiting for a final decision. Well, Hopkins went first to third without hesitating, and Gooden saw nobody at second base and took the bag. And everything will stand as is, and the Eagles lead 2-1. Credit Gooden with a RBI single. Jordan Hartung scores. That leadoff base hit from Brittany Fry, although she didn't score, turned into the go-ahead run. And Crystal Haynes is at the plate. Runners at second and third and 2 outs. Home plate umpire now explaining the situation to Madison Heron. Obviously, I can't hear what they're saying. Credit Katie Gooden for some heads-up base running. Hopkins went first to third. Gooden was at first, nobody covering second, and all the defenders had stopped moving. Gooden, with her speed, took off, got herself into scoring position. A base hit here by Crystal Haynes could give the Eagles a 4-1 lead. Hardy's first pitch, and she gets the outside corner. Good fastball. Haynes taking that one all the way. She also has a whole lot of room in right center field. She has some pretty good pop. Here's the 0-1. She chased one downstairs, and she's down. No balls, 2 strikes. Haynes came in hitting .333. She has popped up and lined into a double play, so 0 for 2 so far. Down again, no balls, 2 strikes. Hardy determined to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch. Ground ball back to the box. Throw to first. Not in time. A run scores. And the Eagles lead 3-1. That'll be a base hit for Crystal Haynes. Hopkins crosses the plate. Gooden moves into third. And it's a 2-run lead for the TBC Eagles. And as we predicted earlier, Alicia Dial has re-entered and will take her hacks. She is 1 for 2, a single that led off the 4th inning. Amber Weiss then pinch ran. It was Weiss on base when they overturned that bunt from Morgan Wells when Weiss went first to third. And then they got the second line drive double play. I haven't seen the bullpen in action. There is someone throwing now. Of course, the seat we're in now, kind of have to peek out the window. There is someone throwing in the bullpen. Coach Harano doesn't look like he's going to make a move. Looks like he's just trying to talk to his infield and see how to get out of the inning. Fry led off with a base hit. Fielder's choice got Fry at second. Hartung reached. Fletcher's ground ball moved Hartung into scoring position. Hopkins singled. Gooden with the infield hit and then took second with nobody covering. Drove in a run. Crystal Haynes got the ball off the pitcher's glove to bring in a run. Eagles have scored twice, lead 3-1. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Alicia Dial at the plate. She's 1 for 2. She has driven in 5 on the season. Be a great time for number 6. Hardy ready and the pitch. She turned on it but just missed driving it. Fouled it straight back. No balls and a strike. Well, Eagles defense has played very well in this first game. Hopefully they can continue. Here's the 0-1 to Dial in the dirt and a nice block by the catcher Lexi Mays. Ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. That one misses the outside corner, and it was down, so it's 2-1 to Dial. She's ahead in the count, now can look for one to her liking. Two balls and a strike, and the pitch. Ball 3 misses low and inside. Hello to Steph Rod, cheering on Elizabeth Rodriguez and the TBC Eagles. Well, Mr. Dial, we absolutely enjoy bringing you these ball games. Thank you for letting us know. 3 balls and a strike. Dial in the driver's seat. Takes ball 4 outside, a close pitch, but the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Now Dial has already come out for a pinch runner. We'll see if Coach Bennett does that again. Doesn't look like it. She doesn't want to use up Dial. She will not be allowed to re-enter again. That's the first walk allowed by Natalie Hardy. Morgan Wells has the bases loaded, but there are 2 out. And the pitch. Ball 1 inside, almost hit the batter. That would have been a run. Gooden at third. Haynes at second. Dial at first. 1 ball, no strikes to Morgan Wells. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. A good changeup. Wells out in front and over the top. Count of 1-1. Wells at that swing was looking to do some big time damage. She also has a lot of room in right center. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball towards second, should end the inning, and it does. Olivia Witt steps on the bag, but the Eagles get 2 runs, and after 5, lead it 3-1. Lana Fletcher has gotten into and out of trouble a few times. She has gone 5 innings, only 1 run scored. That run is earned. 6 hits. She has walked 3, struck out 1, hit 2. Her defense has helped her out. Eagles lead 3-1 as we start the 6th with Jocelyn Witten at the plate. And the first pitch to Witten. Ground ball up the middle. Gooden gets to it but has no play. And a leadoff single for Witten and the Barons. That one right up the middle. Gooden would not have had a throw even if she had come up with it standing up. Hit number 7, and it brings up Lexi Mays. 1 for 2. She has an infield single and a line drive caught in center field. Witten aboard at first. Barons have shown bunt all afternoon whenever they've had an opportunity to try to move a runner. Showing bunt again, and this one is fouled off. Witten had a really good jump as she was on the move on the bunt and run. Witt is 2 for 3 in stolen base attempts. No balls and a strike. Fletcher takes a long look, now delivers. Runner not going, now going. Wells has a throw to second. It is not in time. Gooden thought she got the tag down, but Witt got in milliseconds before the tag. She might have gotten around to the back of the bag. The throw had her beat. It took a good slide. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a 1-1, swing and a miss for strike 2. Good throw by Wells. Gooden got the tag down. Only thing is she might have gotten around that tag to the back of the bag. Eagles fans thought they had the out. A ball and 2 strikes to Mays. And the pitch. High pop up. That one's going to get out of play. No argument from the Eagles defense. One ball, 2 strikes. Fletcher ready and the pitch. Line drive foul down the left side. Count now 1-2. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 6th, Trinity Baptist will have Wilhoff, Fry, and Hartung due up barring any changes. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Lana Fletcher. That's her second. 1 out for second baseman Olivia Witt. Jocelyn Witten at second. Almost got the 2 mixed up. May have, actually. Actually, I did. Jocelyn Witten has not attempted a stolen base. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Witt. Madison Nelson at the plate. Tell you about Nelson in just a moment. First pitch coming from Fletcher. Fastball misses upstairs for ball 1. Nelson is 2 for 16 on the season with a double. She has a runner at second with 1 out. Fletcher takes a long look and time called. One ball, 1 strike. Change of pace. And Fletcher gets the generous call on the inside corner. He's been consistent. He's been giving the same pitch to both pitchers. Nelson, a senior from Pensacola, Florida. Here's a 1-1, a high pop-up. That's going to get out of play. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nelson played a little softball for Pensacola State College. She has a count of 1-2. Let's see if Fletcher can get a fastball on the outside corner here. That's my prediction. Here is the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Ball's on the ground. Wells will throw to first. They will get the out, but Witten will take third. That will go as a wild pitch and a strikeout 2-3 on the putout. There are 2 outs. Runner at third. Erica Yatabe, the scheduled hitter, but she's being called back. And we'll see which Baron comes up to the plate. This is Savannah Cook. So Cook will try to get the run home. She is 0 for 2 on the season. She has a runner at third with 2 outs. Fletcher ready and the pitch and misses outside for ball 1. Abby Cox in the on-deck circle. Fletcher wants to worry about her in the 7th. 1 ball, no strikes, and a pitch. High pop-up. Hop Hopkins calls for it and makes the catch, and that retires a side. A leadoff single gets to third, but no further, and we go to the bottom of the sixth. TBC 3, Brewton-Parker 1. Barons will have a new pitcher in the bottom of the sixth. Left-hander Lakin Brown, a junior from Douglas, Georgia, and a transfer student from Thomas University. Lakin Brown will be making her 8th appearance, first time in relief. Barons are also going to re-enter Olivia Witt back at second base and Erica Yatabe in right field. So Lakin Brown making her first relief appearance, 41 1/3 total innings pitched, an ERA of 4.06. Kate Wilhoff will lead things off, followed by Brittany Fry and Jordan Hartung. And the first pitch from Brown popped up. That's going to be caught. 1 pitch, 1 out. Excellent defensive play by second baseman Olivia Witt. Caught that ball right on top of the foul line. So 1 out for Brittany Fry, who was 1 for 2. Natalie Hardy went 5 innings. She allowed 3 runs, 2 of them earned. 6 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts. And the pitch to Fry turns on this one and pulls it foul. Fry had a base hit to start the 5th inning. Although she was out on a fielder's choice, that helped the Eagles get 2 runs. As they lead 3-1 now with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Base is empty, no balls and a strike, and a hard fastball on the outside corner. Lakin Brown, hard throwing left-hander out there on the mound, trying to keep it a 3-1 game and give her team a chance to catch up in the 7th. The 0-2 to Fry. This one is just a little bit high. 9-1-2 are due up for the Barons. That's Abby Cox, Lexi Bradshaw, and Chloe Strickland when they come to bat in the top of the 7th. The 1-2. Tap towards short. Tripp will throw to first in time. A good, strong throw to get Fry at first base. Fry was hustling, sniffing an infield single, but Tripp fielded it cleanly and again made a good, strong throw on the line. So 2 outs, Jordan Hartung at the plate. She's 0 for 2, but she has scored a run. She scored that go-ahead run in the 5th. And a pitch on the way. Catches that inside corner. Lana Fletcher on deck should the inning continue. Then Hopkins. Eagles would love to get Hopkins up there with a couple on base. That pitch misses low, and the count is 1-1. Lana Fletcher needs to get 3 more outs. Time called. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, base is empty in the bottom of the 6th. Eagles lead 3-1. Brown ready and to pitch. Ball 4 upstairs, or ball 2 upstairs. Got a little ahead of myself on that one. A little wishful thinking probably. So count of 2 balls and a strike. And this one popped up and right on top of our little makeshift press box here. So the count even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brown ready and the pitch. Little pop up toward the shortstop. Tripp has been busy out there this afternoon. A 1-2-3, bottom of the 6th. Lana Fletcher needs to get 3 outs. She has a 2-run lead as we go to the 7th with the Eagles ahead 3-1. Eagles lead 3-1 as Brewton-Parker comes to bat in the top of the 7th. Abby Cox, a center fielder, the number 9 hitter, leading it off. Lexi Bradshaw, Chloe Strickland to follow, and if the inning continues, Tripp, Flowers, and Witten would be next. Eagles got on the board first with a run in the 2nd. Brewton-Parker tied it up into 3rd. Trinity Baptist then got 2 in the 5th. Coach Aaron is talking with the home plate umpire, so we'll see if he has any changes coming up. I do see a different player in the on-deck circle, not Lexi Bradshaw, Caden Fleming. Now, Fleming has already been announced, so it appears she will bat in the place of Lexi Bradshaw in the number 1 hole, which would be next. The first pitch turned on and yanked foul for strike 1. Cox has walked and singled, so 1 for 1. She came in hitting .219. No balls and a strike. And a pitch a little bit low for ball 1. Gooden is shaded a little closer to 3rd and giving Cox a lot of room on the ground up the middle. Same thing with Hartung on the other side, pulled away from the second base bag. A ball and a strike. Pitch from Fletcher. Ground ball into left field and a leadoff single for the Barons to bring a potential tying run to the plate. Hit number 8 for the Barons. Caden Fleming gets her first at-bat of the afternoon. She is 1 for 11 on the season. She has a runner at first. Nobody out. Coach Aaron in a non-conference game getting some reserves, some at-bats. Here's a first pitch from Fletcher. Line drive caught. Throw to first is not in time. Hopkins playing in for a potential bunt. Hartung had to wait for Hopkins to get to the bag, but they do get the out. Fleming hit that ball very sharply. And good base running by Abby Cox, knowing she had to get back. So 1 out. Chloe Strickland at the plate. Strickland has walked, doubled, and grounded to third. Fletcher winds and delivers, misses upstairs for ball 1. Eagles have turned 2 double plays. Barons have done the same. Came very close to getting a third one just a moment ago. The 1-0, and this one misses high for ball 2. As far as I can tell, no action in the Eagles bullpen. Bullpen is screened off. I don't see or hear anything. 2 balls, no strikes, a ground ball, foul. Fortunately, that one hit in front of the bag and took a slight left turn. Two balls and a strike. 1 out. Runner at first. Potential tying run at the plate. Chloe Strickland. Want to get it done before Abby Flowers gets up. Here's a 2-1 from Fletcher. Just a little bit high, and it's 3-1. Might have dropped down a little too late. Across the shoulders. So it's 3-1. Fletcher delivers. Another ball hit hard and pulled foul. Strickland came in hitting .279 with 7 runs driven in. Cox is 6 for 7 in stolen base attempts. She's at first. Payoff pitch from Fletcher. Ground ball towards short. Gooden will throw to second for 1. They got the lead runner. Very close play. And there are 2 away. Fielder's choice. 2 outs. Cox hustling and came very close to beating that throw. Gooden and Hartung doing the right thing, making sure they got that out, didn't try to get too fancy, and they had no chance to get Strickland. Mackenzie Tripp, representing the tying run. She has walked, been hit by a pitch, stolen a base, and singled. Fletcher needs to get 1 more out. Abby Flowers is on deck. And this one, a good rip. Out in front of it, cued it off the end of the bat, and it's strike 1. Tripp came in hitting .211 with 9 RBIs. No balls and a strike. Fletcher winds and delivers, and that one got away from her. Snap throw, but the runner's back in plenty of time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Long look in by Fletcher. And the pitch. Got the call on the outside corner, and Fletcher 1 strike away from finishing this one off. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Tying run at the plate. And the 1-2. Ground ball. Fair down to left field line. Here's a runner on her way to third. The throw. It is in time. The Eagles win. Chloe Strickland cut down, trying to go first to third. Mackenzie Tripp gets the base hit. It goes 7-5. And Trinity Baptist holds on and wins Game 1 of this Saturday afternoon doubleheader. Final score, Trinity Baptist College 3, Brewton-Parker College 1. Lana Fletcher goes the distance, 7 innings. She allowed 1 earned run, 8 hits. She walked 3 and struck out 2. Natalie Hardy takes the loss in 5 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned. She walked 1, didn't strike anyone out, and the Eagles got 6 hits off her. Well, that's going to do it for game number 1. We're going to end this feed now, and we'll start up a new one as the players take the field for game number 2. We hope you're able to join us. Look for the red live indicator, and we'll be back in about 25 minutes, unless they start a little earlier, here on TBC Eagles. Stay with us.